Stoicism is a philosophy of life that teaches us how to live well in a chaotic and unpredictable world. It is not a set of rules or dogmas, but a way of thinking and acting that is based on four cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues are not only moral ideals, but practical guides for ethical behavior and personal development. In this video, we will explore what these virtues mean, how they relate to each other, and how they can help us overcome destructive emotions and achieve inner peace and happiness. Wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to use reason and knowledge to make good decisions and judgments. It is not just about having facts or information, but knowing how to apply them to different situations and contexts. Wisdom also involves being aware of our own limitations and biases, and being open to learning from others and from experience. Wisdom is the foundation of all the other virtues, as it helps us to understand what is good and what is evil, what is in our control and what is not, and what is appropriate and what is not. One of the main sources of wisdom in Stoicism is the concept of the logos, which means the rational order or principle that governs the universe. The Stoics believed that everything happens according to the logos, and that we can align ourselves with it by living according to nature and reason. The logos also gives us a sense of purpose and meaning, as we realize that we are part of a larger whole, and that we have a role to play in the cosmic plan. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Don't seek to have events happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do happen, and all will be well with you." Another source of wisdom in Stoicism is the practice of self-examination, which involves reflecting on our thoughts, actions, and emotions, and evaluating them according to the Stoic principles. This helps us to identify and correct our errors, to improve our character, and to cultivate virtues. Self-examination also helps us to prepare for future challenges, by imagining possible scenarios and how we would respond to them. This is known as the premeditation of evils, which is not a pessimistic exercise, but a realistic one, that enables us to face difficulties with calmness and confidence. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "He who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive." Courage. Courage is the ability to face danger, pain, or adversity with strength and resilience. It is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite fear. Courage also involves being honest and truthful, and standing up for what is right and just. Courage is essential for living a good life, as it enables us to overcome obstacles, to pursue our goals, and to defend our values. One of the main aspects of courage in Stoicism is the distinction between what is in our power and what is not. The Stoics taught that the only things that are in our power are our own judgments, opinions, desires, and aversions. Everything else, such as our health, wealth, reputation, and external events, are not in our power, and therefore not worth worrying about or being attached to. By focusing on what is in our power, we can avoid being disturbed by what is not, and act with courage and dignity. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Another aspect of courage in Stoicism is the practice of endurance, which involves bearing hardships and sufferings with patience and fortitude. The Stoics believed that we can use any situation, no matter how difficult or unpleasant, as an opportunity to practice virtue and to grow as human beings. They also believed that we can find consolation and support in the examples of other Stoics, who faced similar or worse challenges, and who showed us how to live and die well. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity. For he is not permitted to prove himself." Justice. Justice is the ability to treat others fairly and impartially, and to respect their rights and dignity. It is not just about following laws or rules, but about acting with kindness, generosity, and benevolence. Justice also involves being responsible and accountable for our actions, and fulfilling our duties and obligations. Justice is vital for living a good life, as it enables us to live in harmony with others, to contribute to the common good, and to uphold our moral integrity. One of the main aspects of justice in Stoicism is the concept of the cosmopolitanism, which means the idea that we are all citizens of the world, and that we belong to a single human community. The Stoics believed that we are all rational beings, and that we share a common nature and a common reason. Therefore, we should treat each other as brothers and sisters, and as friends and allies, regardless of our differences in nationality, culture, religion, or status. We should also care for the welfare of others, and help them whenever we can, without expecting anything in return. As the Stoic philosopher Hierocles said, each of us is, as it were, circumscribed by many circles, some less and others larger, each comprehending the other. The first and closest circle is the one which a person has drawn around himself. This circle encloses the body and whatever is attached to it. The second one, which is outside the first, contains parents, siblings, wife, and children. The third one includes uncles, aunts, grandparents, nephews, nieces, and the other relatives. After this, the next circle is that of the people of one's own tribe, then that of the citizens, and then in the same way the circle of the people from neighboring towns, and then the circle of fellow countrymen. The outermost and largest circle, which encompasses all the rest, is that of the whole human race. Another aspect of justice in Stoicism is the practice of gratitude, which involves being thankful for what we have and for what others have done for us. The Stoics believed that we owe everything to the Logos, to nature, and to the society that nurtured us. Therefore, we should acknowledge and appreciate the gifts and benefits that we receive, and express our gratitude in words and deeds. We should also avoid being greedy, envious, or ungrateful, and remember that we are not entitled to anything, but that everything is a loan from the universe. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Temperance. Temperance is the ability to control and moderate our desires and impulses, and to act with restraint and discipline. It is not the suppression or denial of our passions, but the regulation and balance of them. Temperance also involves being content and satisfied with what we have, and avoiding excess and indulgence. Temperance is crucial for living a good life, as it enables us to avoid vices, to preserve our health and well-being, and to achieve inner harmony and tranquility. One of the main aspects of temperance in Stoicism is the concept of the preferred and dispreferred indifference, which are the things that are neither good nor evil in themselves, but that we may prefer or avoid according to our nature and circumstances. These include things like health, wealth, fame, pleasure, pain, sickness, poverty, etc. The Stoics taught that we should use these things wisely and rationally, and not let them affect our happiness or unhappiness. We should also be prepared to lose them or to do without them, if they are not in our power or if they conflict with our virtue. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." Another aspect of temperance in Stoicism is the practice of simplicity, which involves living with minimalism and frugality, and avoiding unnecessary and extravagant things. The Stoics believed that we can be happy with little, and that we should focus on the essentials and the quality of life, rather than the quantity and the appearance. They also believed that we should be independent and self-reliant, and not depend on external things or people for our happiness or security. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." Conclusion. The four cardinal virtues of Stoicism, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, are not only moral values, but practical skills that can help us live well and flourish as human beings. They are not easy to attain, but they are worth striving for, as they can transform our lives and make us happier and more virtuous. They can also help us cope with the challenges and uncertainties of the world, and to find meaning and purpose in our existence. By practicing these virtues, we can become better versions of ourselves, and better members of the human community. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." We hope you enjoyed this video, and that you learned something new and useful. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on Stoicism and other topics. Thank you for watching.